Well, thank you so very, very much. I appreciate being here, Marty. And yeah, I could probably start and talk for a long time on a lot of the points that you just hit. But maybe a little off to a slow start. Let's remember, first of all, that security in our OES, single sign-on, extremely secure. It's a closed community. Users are verified. Don't sweat the load. Okay, you don't have to worry. Or as you and I were discussing earlier, folks, we don't need to be majoring on the minors. Let OnPassive do the heavy lifting. Let them worry about things. We just do what we do, and we enjoy life. You also mentioned craziness as you and I were talking before you went live about the online business and what we can expect. And I think it was, I want to say it was Colin or somebody, maybe it was Gene, somebody on another webinar that really started sparking my thoughts. And I remembered that there was a term that came out in 1987 called VUCA, V-U-C-A. And it's referring to what you were referring to unknowingly, in that today's business environments, they're volatile, they're uncertain, they're challenging, and they're ambiguous. And then you were talking about MLM, right? Now, MLM, if you look at a real MLM, it's a good model. Look at Mary Kay. It's nothing really to be afraid of. What has happened, though, is you had companies that really started to veer off what that truly was, and they made scams and schemes out of them, and they drove them right into the ditch. So that now the terminology, when we use that, red flags go up in our brain, and we're like, oh, MLM, oh, bad. They're not, but still, that is not us. That is not OnPassive. Now, you had you brought up a topic last night that I was glad that you did, and it kind of took us back to 1918 and 1919, or 2018 and 2019. And when you look at how we started in that MLM matrixy kind of, but it didn't take us long for Mr. Mufara to come out and say, whoa, wait a minute. We are changing everything we're doing, and we're going in a new direction. We're not going to be doing the MLM stereotype businessing, that kind of a marketing platform. We're getting rid of the columns, the matrix, the sheets we used to fill out with columns and money and who goes deep and who goes wide and all that. He said, we're doing totally away from that. But we had already had so many people in with that mindset. Man, it took us a while to really get it and to leave that behind. So that's kind of how we started, because that was what was available. That was the mentality for online. We were going to jump in, and using that paradigm, using that model, Mr. Mufara was going to make it a lot better and make it so that we could all guarantee our successes on there. Mid 2019, we took a big right turn. We went from marketing to AI and digital transformation. It was the middle of 2019, and Ash had come out in April and said, you know what? We've been busting our butt for several months. We finally got it right. We figured it out, and we're going information technology. That's when we turned that corner from a marketing platform with an online business marketing MLM scenario into the digital transformation of information technology, which, by the way, is Mr. Mufara's wheelhouse. I mean, that is his shtick. He's been doing it for 25 years. He's had multiple businesses, very, very successful. And once we made that, started doing all the IT stuff, he also says, oh, wow, we got to have AI, because we need efficiencies and we need automation, and we can't do it without AI. And then the step further, which brought it in-house, they couldn't find the techs on the outside to do what needed to be done. That's how big his vision was. Things did not exist that we needed. So then he said, let's go get the engineers, let's go get the developers. And I don't mean newbies fresh out of school or something like, I mean, these are seasoned veterans in tech communities that have a dozen, 15, 18 tech years under their belt. These aren't schlop. These are the best of the best that he brought in and started sharing that vision. And together, they all got that bailiwick going. And that's what we ended up with OnPassive, an AI IT company that is massive. We're global. We're absolutely on fire. And so that's where we are today. We are not what we started out as. And we don't even resemble anything in print for a company that we started out as. So life is good.